that no one's listening when my children are in this position?
Related to actually hate the parent, even though they have a desire to love and be loved by both parents. That's their natural state. But this denigration by the alienating parent results in the child's emotional rejection of the other parent, and they lose a capable and loving parent from their lives. So it's a form of emotional abuse that's every bit as debilitating as physical or sexual abuse of children. And the severe effects of parental alienation on children are really well documented now in the research. We can say that the harmful effects fall into 4 or 5 categories. The first is that we see not only poor self-esteem, but actual self-hatred in alienated children. And that's one of the more serious effects of parental alienation. Teaching a child to hate the other parent is the same as instilling self-hatred in the child, because children see themselves as being half their mother and half their father. So they internalize the hatred that they target toward the alienated parent. They're also led to believe that the alienated parent didn't love them, didn't want them, and they experience a lot of guilt related to betraying the alienated parent. That self-hatred I talk about, that depression, is rooted in feelings of being unloved by one of their parents, being separated from that parent, and being denied the opportunity to even mourn the loss of the parent or even talk about the parent. It's not an emotion, hatred of a parent. It's not an emotion that comes naturally to a child. It has to be taught.
And they say 22 million other families growing every day is in this position. And it's destroying. And why is it so destroying? Why do I take this so seriously? I would just love people to listen to this, because it brings me to tears why this has just been ignored.
And a parent who teaches a child to hate or be afraid of the other parent is a grave and persistent danger to the mental health and emotional health of the child. So that's the first main outcome for children. Secondly, alienated children exhibit severe psychosocial disturbances because of parental alienation. That includes disrupted social emotional development, a lack of trust in relationships, a great deal of social anxiety, social isolation. They have a lot of difficulty forming and maintaining relationships. They tend to just discard people whenever they experience a negative reaction to them.
I'm sure my children loved every minute with me. We never argued. Goodness me, I wish you understood what I'm trying to get through. It's heartbreaking.
They have a lack of tolerance for others. They have poor relationships with both of their parents. And adults, they tend to enter into partnerships earlier. They're more likely to divorce. They're more likely to have children outside a partnership. They're more likely to become themselves alienated from their own children. A third category would be just kind of a lack of autonomy, a lack of self-sufficiency. They have a lingering dependence.
Because this isn't really entertainment, and I don't sound too entertaining. I don't feel entertaining for anybody. I have to put up with me. You know, I have to put up with this. Anyway, thank you.
Statement, but all I've done is been persistent. I have conversations out in the real world, outside of our online echo chambers. I think it's still important to get back to our roots as human beings and talk to each other one-on-one. And I just haven't stopped, and it's been almost 5 years, and I'm sure I'll probably be at this for the next 20, but you're right, we are getting win after win all across the globe. 27 states have now legislated a stop to this child abuse in the US. We have systematic reviews from Finland, Sweden, England, and the US now.